Ever get the feeling that talking to AI is like, I don't know, trying to have a conversation with a toaster?
Well, a very literal toaster.
Right. You want that back and forth, that natural flow, but it's just not there.
Yeah, it's a common complaint, the stiffness. Like, AI hasn't quite grasped what it means to truly converse.
Which is why what we're diving into today is so fascinating. We're talking about ChatGPT, but specifically, hold on to your hats, folks, their new advanced voice mode, AVM for short.
Launched just last month, September 2024, and already causing a stir.
And we've got the source material right here, all the juicy details. But the big takeaway thing everyone's buzzing about is how much more human ChatGPT sounds now.
It's like they finally cracked the code. We're not just talking about better voice synthesis, though. That's part of it. AVM is about bridging that gap between you speaking a technology and actually having a dialogue.
So what does that actually mean? Give us the rundown. What can this AVM do?
Well, for starters, you can actually interrupt it now. Remember those awkward pauses where you'd try to jump in and ChatGPT would just keep chugging along? Gone.
No more talking over the robot. Finally!
You got it. Natural interruptions, overlapping speech. It's designed to handle the messiness of how we really talk.
Okay, so it's faster, smoother, but then there's this whole other layer, right? This emotionally aware thing. Am I wrong? Or can ChatGPT understand my feelings now?
You're not wrong. That's one of the big selling points of AVM. Now, we're not talking about mind reading here.
Well, that's a relief.
But it can analyze your tone of voice, your cadence, even word choices to some extent, to pick up on emotional cues.
So if I'm explaining a problem to ChatGPT, getting more and more frustrated, ideally it wouldn't just keep hitting me with the same canned solutions.
Exactly. AVM could, in theory, recognize that frustration and adjust its response. Maybe it slows down its speech, becomes more reassuring, almost like a real person would pick up on those cues.
Wild. Okay, so that's already a lot to take in. But on top of all that, they add 5 new voices to ChatGPT's repertoire, bringing the grand total up to 9.
5 distinct voices: Vale, Spruce, Arbor, Maple, and Sol. They've really expanded the options, and I think it speaks to this idea of personalizing the experience, finding a voice that resonates with you and makes the interaction feel even more natural.
It's like choosing your ideal AI companion. But wait, there's more. This update also means ChatGPT can now understand and respond in over 50 languages.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Think about the implications for global communication, for breaking down language barriers, whether it's in education, travel, or just everyday interaction. Real-time translation just took a giant leap forward.
And for those who've been using ChatGPT for a while now, one of the big pain points has been the waiting. But it seems like they've made some serious improvements in that department.
They have. Faster processing means a more seamless, less frustrating user experience. It all comes back to creating a flow that feels natural and intuitive, just like a real conversation.
So we've thrown a lot of information at you. AVM can do this, AVM can do that. But let's bring it back down to earth for a second. With all of this incredible tech at our fingertips, what does it actually mean for the average person? What can you do with an AI that not only understands what you say, but how you say it?
Imagine using AVM for language learning, actually having a conversation with the AI in another language and getting real-time feedback on your pronunciation, your tone.
Or even in customer service. Imagine AVM recognizing the frustration in your voice and immediately connecting you with a human representative who's equipped to deal with those emotions.
It really does open up a world of possibilities. Which begs the question, with AI advancing at this rate, where will we be in another year? 2 years?
Right. What's the next hurdle? As incredible as AVM is, it really makes you think, will we reach a point where it's nearly impossible to tell whether you're interacting with a human or with AI? Something to think about as we see where this technology goes next.